Yahtzee. Hey, welcome to Color Up. This is a channel all about craps, not about Yahtzee. So this is another episode of Dice Advice, and today's strategy was submitted by Dylan Do. I think I pronounced that right. It's not Dylan the villain, but Dylan, I believe. So thank you, Dylan, for submitting this. Now, he likes to call this strategy betting true free odds at no cost. Now, is that even possible? Well, stick around and find out. All right, now Dylan's strategy is going to use the pass and the don't pass for the come out roll. So the only thing that can hurt you is the 12. I'm not going to get into the house edge and house odds. That's actually a pretty big topic, so I'm going to actually cover that in a follow-up video. So stay tuned for that. But simply, he uses the pass and the don't. The only thing that could beat you is the 12. After the come out roll, whenever there's a point established, he'll then take odds on the number. We all know these are true free odds, which has a 0% house edge. Now, if these are both a push, you can't win, but you also can't lose. There's no cost to you, right? So now you can bet the true free odds at zero cost. But that's not how this game works. They're too smart for that. The 12 will beat you on the come out roll, and unfortunately, you have to play the come out roll. It's just part of the game, right? So unfortunately, no, with his strategy, it isn't truly no cost, but I get what he's saying after the come out. If you can make it past the come out roll, which there's only, the probability is 1 in 36. If you can get past that, these are both going to push, then you could bet your odds at no cost. Now, there actually is a way that you can bet true free odds at no cost to you. If you can go to the casino and see someone playing the pass or the don't, and they're not backing their bet up with odds, you can simply ask them if you can play the odds behind them. Now, it's a little tricky because if they're not playing it, they probably don't know what they are. They're probably going to think you're trying to scam them or trick them some way. The other obstacle is the dealers, the casino. They may not let you play on someone else's, but I actually have seen it recently. Shout out to Road Gambler and his, he's putting out these live videos, which is pretty cool. But there was a recent video where someone was actually doing that exact thing. I think they were buddies or something, and maybe he was teaching them the game, but he was betting the pass, and I think he was trying to tell them about the odds, so he put it behind it. The funny thing is they didn't know what to do because when the dealer paid them off when they won, they kind of didn't know whose was whose, and she was like, these are yours and these are yours. So check it out. It's in one of his recent videos. But anyway, that is a way that you can possibly get or play true free odds of 50-50 game without any cost. He's going to start with a pass and a don't pass bet. And he's looking for two combinations or two numbers, either the 4 or the 10 or the 6 or the 8. He doesn't play the 5 or 9, not exactly sure why, but the 4, 10, 6 or 8 is what he's looking for. So let's say the first number on the come out roll is a 5. Well, he's going to keep betting. He's not going to add any odds. He's going to bet the come and the don't come. If you are going to play this strategy, I suggest you play on this side of the table just so you can reach the don't come. Okay, let's say the next number is a 6. So the come is going to move into the 6. The don't is going to move up behind the 6. That's one of his combinations that he's looking for. Remember, he's looking for the 6, 8, or 4 and the 10. So you roll again. Well, you're going to bet the come and the don't again. And this time you get a 10. It's going to move into the 10, behind the 10. At this point, he has two combinations out of the 4 numbers he's looking for, and now he's going to add his odds to it. And he likes to play small odds. So in this case, he's going to play single odds. So he'd give it to the dealer, asked odds on my 10 and odds on my 6. And then he's going to play it out. Now, let's say the point was a 10. Once he gets his second number, he could then just place the odds on the pass line and do it there instead of giving the dealer the odds through the come. Now, he does have some options. With the 6 and the 8, he's always going to take the odds. With the 4 and 10, he says sometimes if you feel like it, go ahead and lay the odds and bet with the 7 and against the 10. Now, he does have a third option. I'm not going to play it out, but if, let's say he has the 4 or 10, he can lay it for $14, and then he's going to bet the hard way for $2. If he does hit the 10 hard, he's going to win the money, which he loses here, for rolling the 10 and whatever. So I'm not going to get into that, but that is his third option. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the odds, and if it If we're doing well, we'll stick with it. If we're doing poorly, maybe we'll switch over to laying the odds on either the 4 or the 10. All right, let's check it out. All right, Dylan says to play this on a $5 table with a $300 bankroll, so that's just what we're gonna do. And looking for the come out. Here we go. And it's gonna be 10, 10 hard. So that's gonna be our point. That's one of the combinations we're looking for, but we're looking for 2, and we're gonna wait till we have 2 of them before we start adding our odds. So here we go. And it's gonna be a 5. So this come's gonna move inside the 5, this is gonna move behind the 5. Now that's not one of the combinations we bet. I don't know what he has against the 5 and 9, but you know, here we go. It's okay, a lot of people don't like the 5 and 9. And it's gonna be an 8. The only problem is I forgot to place my come and don't come, so let's get that down. Here we go. And it's gonna be 4, 4 hard. So this is gonna move into the 4, this is gonna move behind the 4. Now we have 2 of our combinations. So, like I said, to start, we're gonna take odds. And he likes to play single odds, so behind the pass line for the 10 and give the dealer this so he can get your odds placed up on the 4. Now we're really not worried about this 5, it's just gonna push. This one, you know, we're looking for the 4 to hit or the 10 to hit. So let's see what happens. And we got a 12 box cards, we don't care. And there's the 6. And another 6. And there's the 5. My dice rolled, but there's a 5. So we'd lose our don't, but this is gonna come down and win, which is basically a push. And, you know, 11. Now, just because you have true odds bet, that doesn't mean you're gonna win. It's a great zero house edge bet, but that just means the game is 50-50 because the casino pays you fairly. It really has no indication of whether you're gonna win or lose. It's just simply they're paying you fair. Every other bet, they're gonna take a small piece out or percentage out no matter if you win or lose. So, or I should say, even if you win, they're going to take a small percentage out. With the true free odds, it's actually a fair bet. But really doesn't guarantee any wins. And there's the 9. Looking for that 4, 10, and 7. 7 out. So this is a case where it's not going to work out. You're going to lose your passing odds. You're going to lose this 4. This 4 is going to come down. You get paid here, and you get paid 1-to-1 on your don't. So we'll rack that up. Puck's gonna come off. Gonna have a new shooter. So let's get down. Now I will say not every casino will allow you to do this. I don't know why they wouldn't. They still have the advantage, and I'll talk about that in my upcoming video. But yeah, some of them don't allow it. Okay, there's the 10. So the point's gonna be 10. Now let's try to get another number, another combination. And we got a 2 craps. So it's a loss on the come, but win here. So we'll just set it right back up. No harm, no foul there. We just have to avoid the 12. Okay, there's the 8. So this is gonna move into the 8. This is gonna move behind the 8, and we're ready to go. So let's go ahead, back up our 10 with odds, and ask the dealer to take odds for our 8. Okay, now we're looking for that 8 or the 10. There's a 6, my dice rolled. And it's up against the wall there. And it is a 7, 7 out. So he's gonna come, take your pass and your odds, 8 here. You're gonna lose this, this 8 is gonna win and come down. He'll pay that, pay there, puck's off. All right, new shooter. So now we took a couple hits, so maybe we'll start, if we get a 4-10, we'll go ahead and lay odds. The 6 and 8, we're always gonna take odds, but we'll switch to lay for the 4 and 10. Coming out. Okay, it's gonna be an 11. Okay, my dice rolled. It's a loser here and a winner here, so we'll just reset. And we got a 5. So that's the point, but we're not looking for the 5 or the 9. We're looking for 4, 6, 8, or 10. Or 4, 6, yeah, 4, 6, 8, or 10. Okay, there's a 9. So another bet that's just going to push for us, and we don't really care. Okay, there's the 10, 10 hard. This will come in the 10, let's come behind. So we got one combination, we're looking for another one before we start adding our odds. And it's not going to happen, 7. Nothing happens here, we're just going to lose our pass and our comes. Our don'ts are going to come down and get paid 1 to 1 as long as they're, so basically nothing happened for that shooter. Puck's off, new shooter. Let's get our bets down. All right, new shooter coming out. Okay, it's going to be a 5. Again, you probably want to play over here in this corner because you're playing the don't come box a lot. Okay, it's going to be a 4. So that's our first combination. And remember, we're going to lay that. Let's see if we can get another one here. I don't know if I mentioned this is this is typically called the do don't. And again, I don't know if it'll be my next video, but real shortly here, I'm going to cover it in depth, the advantages and disadvantages of the do don't. The 9, this is going to come down and win. This is lose, so I'll just pay it with that. These will come inside the 9, whatever. I could just use these again. I'm just kind of moving this over so I have a time clock going. I'm going to run through the $300, and that is where we're at. All right, here we go. Okay, and it's another 7. So our pass is going to lose, our come's going to lose, our don't come for the here's going to lose. This is going to win, this is going to win, these will come down, these don't bets will come down and win. So basically nothing. Nothing happened for this shooter. So far we're not getting anywhere with this. Puck's going to come off. Well, we lost a little bit at the beginning, but. Okay, new shooter, let's try it again. Okay, it's going to be 11. Loss here, win there, just reset. And we have a 6. Point's going to be 6. It's one of our combinations. Let's try to get another one. And 7, okay. Today I'm rolling a lot of 7s. You're going to lose here, win here, lose here, and win here. In this case, I'll just set those aside and I'll just leave those there to keep playing. Puck's off. Got a new shooter. Okay, it's going to be 9. I don't necessarily believe in hot and cold, but you can look at a table after the fact. So far, I would say this table has been cold. Okay, it's going to be a 10, 10 hard. And that's one of our combinations. Let's try to get another one. Has no bearing on the next few rolls or what the future holds. So 3 is going to lose in the come and win here. So it really doesn't matter. And we've got an 11. Same thing, we're going to lose here, but win there. So we'll just reset it back up. And we have a 9. This is going to lose, this will win. And these will come up into the 9, behind the 9, but we hit our point, so the puck's off. So we'll go ahead and just set right back up. These will stay up. And here we go. Well, I can't say this. Now your come bets and pass line bet, you cannot take down. You cannot remove them. Once they're up, they're going to stay up. The don't bets, you can pull down anytime you want. Because after the come out roll, the player actually has the advantage. So if you wanted to, you could remove these. I wouldn't suggest it, but you could. All right. And yeah, same shooter, looking for a new point. It's going to be 8 hard. Puck's going to be 8. Now we have our 2 combinations. So we're going to go ahead and add our odds for the 8. And we're going to lay odds on the 10. And I'm not exactly sure, I'm not a dealer, how they do the odds up here. But $10, because I don't play odds on the don't that much, but it's going to pay 1 to 2. So you're going to bet $10 to win back 5. I do know about bridging versus healing, but I don't know if they, how they set it up, if they set it up like this, or, I'm not sure what they do up here with the don't. I just don't have enough experience with that. All right, and here we go. And it's going to be 4. Doesn't help or hurt. And we have a 6. Let's hit that 8. Okay, nope. There's the 10. So because we hit the point before the 7, we actually lose our don't bet here, and this bet will come down and win, but only win 1 to 1. So we can rack that up. And because we only have 1 combination working, we need to get a second one. And he doesn't play odds until he gets a second, so let's go ahead and use his odds. All right, here we go. And it's going to be a 7. So pass is going to lose, our come bet's going to lose, and our don't come's going to lose. Our 9 will come down and get paid 1 to 1. Our come's an automatic winner, and our don't 8 is going to win. Okay, puck's going to come off, and we have a new shooter. Now he likes single odds. He is getting paid true odds on it. I mean, I haven't really shown a good example of that yet. But if you want to play more odds, you certainly can. Go to the table max. It's a great bet. Now, the volatility will be more as, the swings, your wins and losses will go up and down faster. But it's, it's a fair bet. So it's a pretty good deal. Okay, it's going to be a 9. Points 9. And a 5, another wasted roll. So let's move that in the 5 and behind the 5. Here we go. And we have our 8. So that's our first combination. And we're looking for a second combination here. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's going to be 4 hard. So we're going to ask the dealer that we want odds on our 8, and we're going to lay $10 to win back 5 on our 4 back here. So these bets are kind of working against each other. Hopefully we'll hit the 8 and then big red. We'll see. Nope, there's the 4. So we're going to lose our don't back here. This will come down and win, but we're out the $10 here. And since we only have 1 number, we'll pull down our odds off the 8, get back in the come and don't come. Now this is a pretty intensive strategy for the dealer. So if you're going to play something like this, I suggest you tip your dealer as well. Okay, the 3 is going to be a loser on the come, but win there, so it really doesn't affect anything. And there's the 5. Okay, the 5 is going to come down. This is going to lose, but your 5 come bet is going to win. So that it's kind of like a break even there. These will travel to the 5. And we're still looking for another combination. All right, here we go. And it's going to be 6. So these will move into the 6. We have our 2 combinations. So let's ask the dealer to have odds on our 6 and our 8. So now let's hit a 6 and an 8. Okay, there's the 8. We finally hit something. So this don't behind is going to lose. This bet is going to come down. The come always comes down. You're going to win 1 to 1 on the flat bet, and you're going to win 6 to 5, which is the true odds of rolling the numbers. So you're going to win 6 to 5 for your odds. So we finally got a win. Okay, we don't have we only have one combination, so let's go ahead and use this. Well, you know what? Since we only have 5, we'll just go ahead and leave it up there. Yep. Okay, here we go. And there's the 9. Don't's going to lose. Our pass is going to win. These are going to travel into the 9, behind the 9. Our puck's going to come off because our shooter hit his point. And the shooter's going to come out again. Now, these are all working. Pass, don't pass, come, don't come are all working. Odds are not. They're off on the come out roll, same as place bet. So odds are off. Everything else is working. Okay, it's 3 craps. And you know what? I left them both there. Anyway, yeah, technically these would both be a loser. Hopefully the casino is gracious with us and we're here. And it would just be a push. We'd lose the pass and win there. Hopefully they're gracious with you. They know your pattern of betting. You've been tipping them, that sort of thing. Okay, it's going to be a 5. This is going to lose, but this is going to win. It's kind of a break even there. Puck's going to come to the 5. And we have the 5, 9, and 6. So he doesn't like to play the 5, 9 with odds. We got odds on our 6. We have no more money left. So we're just going to kind of play it out and see what happens here. Okay, there's a 10. We're looking for that 6. Another 10. And there's the 4 hard. And another 10. And 7. My dice rolled, but that's a 7. So we're going to lose our pass, our comes, our odds. 6 and 9 will come down, get paid. And the don't get paid, we lost $5. All right, I mean, as you can see, I'm down some. We should have the amounts over here, how much I'm down. It's really, we had a rough roll, okay? So we didn't hit any of our numbers with odds on it. But we didn't risk very much. We played for quite a while on a real table with other players and other bets. This would be quite an extended amount of play time with very little at risk. And we had some shots. We had some odds up there. They just didn't pan out for us this time. So anyway, I want to thank you again, Dial and Do, for submitting the strategy. Anyone else interested could submit their strategy at my website, colorup.club. And be on the lookout for that video where I'm going to cover the do-we-don't extensively. I don't know. I'm really going to get into it in a little more depth than I mentioned here. So until next time, good luck on coloring up.